Good evening to everybody. How's everybody doing? I'm Oscar Blue for Border Network News at America's Voice. We are continuing to be live right here at the shelter Agape, where we just show you the dumping scenes of the Eco Waste Company dumping sewer waste in the back of the shelter. I'm about to climb to the third floor of the shelter so I can show you where are they dumping and how close they are. But before I do that, there's a story right here that is of great importance. There was a big amount of migrants that just came to this shelter Agape. The amount, I don't know, the pastor is going to tell us right now. The amount of migrants, there's some migrants that came from Russia and from Ukraine, and they left immediately to another part of the state of Baja. There were migrants from Russia, there were migrants from Ukraine, and there were migrants from those particular two countries. There were two men or three men, and mostly the majority of them were women. For everybody that is watching, how's everybody doing? I'm Oscar Blue for Border Network News at America's Voice. You must excuse me, people. The smell and the aroma right here because of the Eco Waste and the dumping company that is dumping sewage behind the shelter irresponsibly with this COVID-19 seriousness right now, and the pandemic that is going on is irresponsibility of the government, and all the children and everybody over here is smelling it. But to get to the particular subject, migrants from Russia and also from Ukraine came to this particular shelter right here. We're about to go to the third floor right now to show everybody and to talk to Pastor Alberto, that he is going to tell us about the migrants from Ukraine and migrants from Russia, that they were right here. They're not here anymore. Te quité la cámara ya. They're not here anymore. They left apparently a couple days ago. He's going to give us the exact numbers about migrants from Russia and migrants from Ukraine, and where they went and what was their purpose. For everybody that is watching, their purpose inevitably was and ultimately was to go to the United States of America. This is a story that is really important for everybody that is watching. So here comes the pastor. We're going to get a quick interview with him. Pastor, how you doing? Again, the smell for the Eco Waste Company is amazing. It's bad. We'll talk about that in a minute. But as you were in the week that you just received some migrants from Russia and from Ukraine, the question is, how many were they? And where they went?
We had four from, two of them were from Russia and two of them were from Ukraine. They came as tourists here in Mexico. Basically what they do, they say they're tourists and everything. They pay their plane fare coming and going from Mexico, and then they pay 2 hotels. And when they pay for the hotel for 2 weeks and everything, at the end, they decide to stay here and apply for political asylum. They came here, they were in our shelter, but then they communicated with other Russians and Ukrainians and everything, and they say that in over there by Mexicali, the line is shorter, the numbers are shorter, and it's faster to cross over to the United States, and so they decided to Mexicali.
Ultimately, their number one goal was the United States.
Yeah, well, that's their goal for political asylum there. But for Mexico to allow them to come in and everything, what they do is they come as tourists and they pay their plane fare coming and going. And then when they do that, they
Pretty sneaky.
and then they rent a hotel for 2 weeks. When they rent it for 2 weeks and everything, once they get here in Mexico, since they have a permit as tourists, they come all the way here to the border, but they don't catch their plane back to their country.
So it was 4 from Russia, and how many from Ukraine?
No, it was 2 from Russia and 2 from Ukraine.
2 from Ukraine. Females, how many?
They were all men.
They were all men.
Yeah, all 4 of them were men.
Oh man. Okay, you sent me a picture, and there were some women right there. Which were from?
They were those pictures that I sent you with those women. They were from Central America.
Central America.
That they were with them also.
Central America. With them also. They were traveling with them also.
No, they weren't traveling with them. They met here and they became buddies and friends here.
Okay. Now, can we go to the 3rd floor so we can check out the dumping area right now? You can explain this right now. So for everybody that is watching, migrants from Russia, 4 of them, they came to the shelter Agape right here, as we are right now firsthand hearing it by the person in charge and by the owner of the shelter, that is Pastor Alberto right here. We are going to check out the dumping scene, everybody. For everybody that is watching, 2 dumping trucks right now behind the doors. Look how close it is. They're right there. You can see the white trucks right there. All of that you see right there, all of those little mountains are the dumping scene. That's the sewage. That's what they're dumping, Pastor.
Yeah, and you could see that little river. That's black water.
Wow.
That's black water that they have there. That they come and dump, and from there, when it's time to eat and everything, and sometimes
the
they
smell
dump
is
there,
horrible.
People throw up what they're eating. I have people with the flu, high blood. They have the flu, they have the fever, they have headaches, they're starting to cough. They have like all the symptoms of the coronavirus. But we don't think it's the coronavirus. But the doctors came, they treated 64 out of here. They gave them some kind of medicine, and then they got worse, and because of the smell. We went down to the state doctor, and they examined 14 of the immigrants, and they said, oh, this is an emergency. Everyone needs to go down to the general hospital as an emergency. So they treated us as an emergency.
Pero no, ahí está. Aquí estamos again. So you were saying, Pastor?
Yeah, so what I'm saying is we went, and the doctor said we needed to go as an emergency. We needed to go to the doctor as an emergency, and we went for emergency. They only gave us like recipes, but they did not give us the medication. Not all the immigrants had enough money for that. Some are having problems breathing problems. So all the symptoms that they're telling us about the coronavirus, we have it here in the shelter.
Wow.
The problem is that we asked them to please give us the exam for the coronavirus, but the government says that's too expensive and everything, and they don't want to give it to us. So we've been protesting. We went to human rights on the state. We went to human rights on the federal level, requesting for us to be tested. We have received any results. But all the people around here, they're getting like the flu and fever, and then they're having breathing problems and everything. And everybody's confused. All this colonia here, they're not sure if they have the virus. And,
or they're just sick.
Or if they're just sick about all of this. Everyone believes it's about this. But, I think it'll be much better for the government to treat us. To treat all these treatments and everything, to shut this place down. This place needs to be shut down.
Yes. Now, Pastor, getting back again with the people from Russia, they were asking right here, how did they came all the way to Tijuana? How did they get over here? You were explaining that it was on a tourist visa.
Yeah, usually what they do from Russia, they go to Ukraine. And when they go down to Ukraine, they go to the Ukrainian airport. And then they buy their plane ticket, and they get their visas coming and going. And when they apply at the Mexican consulate, when they apply right there, he shows them, look, I have my plane and I'm going and I'm coming back. That I'm coming back, and here's the hotel that we're gonna be. We got a deal, and the good deal that we have is for 2 weeks for us to be there in a hotel and everything with the plane and coming.
So they got money.
So they do have money to come, and from there what they do once they reach here, they have tourist visa. They could be all territory in Mexico, so they come here to Baja California by the border, and then they get their number or they see how they could cross over to the United States. Basically, that's.
Is this the first time that you received migrants from those particular countries?
No, we have received before people more. They're more from Ukraine than from Russia. But some of them are like Russian, but they grew up in Ukraine. And basically all of them, that's their procedure, how they do it, because if they're just going to come and they're saying that they want political asylum, it's a little bit harder for them,
for Mexico
to accept them.
Were they friendly, or they were a little bit desperate to get out of the situation right here at the shelter? Well,
2 of them were very, very desperate and everything. And they were just desperate that they needed to cross over, and
it doesn't matter legally or illegally, but they wanted to cross over.
With us, we were having a little bit problems with them because everything that we had to do, communicate with them, they did not know English, so all we were using is Google Translate, and sometimes it's very hard, and I'm not that patient and everything, but I have to take like 1 hour, communicate Google Translate, and it's a little bit harder for me. For me, I talk to the immigrants and everything, 15, 20 minutes, and basically that's it. But with them, I needed to take 1 hour, 2 hours, and then no one else understands them. But they were using Google Translate in Spanish too. We always look for a way so we could adopt when they really don't know.
So take us back to the situation right here, Pastor. So we are seeing that these trucks, because you guys arrived, and also that we were broadcasting right there, they are not leaving the place right here, the dumping scene. They're basically probably they're waiting for us to just stop recording or stop staring. So they can complete their dump right here, the black water, and to dump all the waste in the backyard.
What happened is the owner of the place came out and everything and said, "Oh no, that's not SEP. That's not the dumping all of that. It's someone else." I said, "Oh no. I got them. I recorded them, and right there it says SEP. It says the company name and everything." So that's why we went over there to protest, to stop and to make sure that we take a video and camera and everything that is the government, so we could present that to the governor and present that to the authorities. Look, I talked to the driver, and look, that's the state government that's dumping that there. That's you guys' truck and everything. But they have instructions not to move out of there. The other truck that's coming right now, they don't have, it doesn't say that. It's a state truck, so from the state government.
So we don't know if they're actually dumping waste that is the contamination as a sewer.
Well, one of our kids, one of our person that was over there looking when they were coming in, gave me a call, and he said that it was waste and everything that they dumped right there. But that one don't have something that says that it's the state government. But the other 2 trucks that are stuck there are from the state government, and they have instructions: don't move out of there, and make sure that no one takes a picture when you come out or anything. So
isn't that convenient?
It's their cover up.
Yeah, it's their cover up. Well, thank you so much, Pastor. I'm about to leave. It was nice seeing you.
Perfect.
A message for the American public.
Well, we are trying to do our best. That however we can comply with rules and regulations and whatever the law states for them to apply for political asylum, and we do our best. And right now we're suffering a little bit. Right now we're not going to take in. Our sponsors cannot come because we're going to separate people that are sick and everything. And before you leave, I have 2 little twins that were born like from 7 months, and they're sick. They have high not blood pressure, high fever, and then they can't breathe that well. So they're putting inhalers so that they could breathe. So maybe you could meet them down there. See the little twins.
They will drop my feed if I put kids on the feed, Pastor. That's the reason why.
Oh.
They drop the feed now. Facebook has changed in so many ways now. But thank you so much, Pastor. Déjame dar un abrazo.
I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Okay, so we're about to leave now, people, and I wish that I can go and record, but I know what Facebook is about to do. They're going to drop my feed if I show children. But that's one of the things. This is the third floor for everybody that is watching. Now it's the third floor where, we're right here was with Cindy and Duke. We did an interview with a migrant right here in this building. It was not too long ago. And we are about to go to the first floor. And we will do our, we will give our analysis to what is happening right now over here at this particular shelter. Let me change the camera right here real quick. Con permiso. Hey, bien. How's everybody doing? I'm Oscar Blue for Border Network News and America's Voice. God bless everybody that is watching. A lot of people are asking me, where's my mask? I forgot my mask. I must apologize for everybody that is giving me a hard time with my mask. Yes, I know I should be wearing one. And I will be, taking care of myself before I go home. And as soon as I step into the house, I need to do several different steps to avoid and, to do a lot of things to clean up myself. How's everybody doing? God bless everybody that is watching. Let me just turn off the gimbal. It's really heavy. This gimbal is I love it. It's great. It has for the camera, but it's really heavy. So let me just carry this one with my hand. There you go. Much better. Good evening to everybody. Active afternoon that we have had. We just, went to this protest where this dumping sewer company is the smell over here. It is horrible. It is horrible. I don't know how this community is living right now and how this community is taking this. This is against government law. This is against the law to be, doing this to citizens. This is horrible right here. The smell is horrible. And if it wasn't for the pastor, I wouldn't find out. This is not only affecting the shelter, it's affecting the citizens of Tijuana. I just did an interview with the pastor in Spanish and with the director right here on the back. She's standing right there. I did an interview also with her in Spanish. I took some pictures. We are going to expose this. Why? The number one reason why, people, because AMLO, our president, is saying that we are prepared for the COVID-19. And these companies, they're being so irresponsible that they don't care about human lives. Not only about the shelter. The shelter is just part of this colonia. It's part of this street. But all the citizens that they live across this neighborhood. They don't care about nobody else. So if the COVID-19 spreads all over this neighborhood, they don't care. And these companies, they need to be held accountable immediately, and they need to stop dumping the water sewage behind every house. Look at that. It's right there. That wall that you see all the way to the back is where the dumping company is. You got to be kidding me with this. You got to be kidding me with this. And we came over here. We recorded also when the trucks were entering the landfill. And we did an interview in Spanish, as I was telling you. And the curiosity led me to another question. That, they were 4 migrants from Russia right here at this particular shelter. Now, this is the thing that I've been telling you guys. Not all of them are suffering. They play the card. They play the absolute card that they are. Dígame, pastor.
Oscar, we have someone that speaks English and he said, I want to talk in English.
It's an immigrant. Okay. It's an immigrant that wants to talk in English. Espérame, pastor. It's an immigrant that wants to give me an interview in English. I want to go home. But sometimes it's good to help. So I will take my time. ¿Quién es? Ay, ¿cómo estás? ¿Cómo estás? ¿Cómo te va? Muy bien, muy bien. Okay, let me. Sí. No, ya sé que. Hold on. Let me change the camera. Okay. How you doing? We met not too long ago. We met the particular place that it was in downtown with the first caravan. And then we met at, I think there was El Barretal. And then we met in El Barretal. And now we meet here at the shelter Agape. How you been?
Well, not too good. My babies are sick. I have twins. I have twins 4 months old. And I'm actually nubalizing them because they're real sick. They have bronchiolitis. And they have vomiting, diarrhea. They're real sick. And yeah, I don't even know what to do,
Well, what is your political asylum situation? Where are you standing right now?
I'm actually waiting for a number.
You're waiting for a number?
Yeah, I have a number, 4,818.
And we are practically what number right now?
I'm not
You don't know?
sure.
You don't know.
No,
And
I don't know.
how you have gone to court?
No, this will be my first time.
This will be your first time. And actually, the political asylum is for, an economic migrant. For what are the particular reasons that you're asking for the political asylum?
The reason for asylum is for asylum or risk of my life and my children.
You are from El Salvador,
I'm from Honduras.
Honduras.
Yeah.
So,
And I want to seek asylum for the rest of my life.
for
My
it,
family.
okay, so your kids were born in Mexico.
Yeah, they were born here.
They were born here.
I was actually gonna cross with pregnant, but I got preeclampsia, and I was in the hospital for 15 days. And it's a miracle that me and my kids are alive. So, yeah.
So your current situation is pending for the political asylum.
Yeah.
So how do you feel right now?
Not too good. I wouldn't like to be in this situation, but
The COVID-19 is beginning to be a risk at every shelter. The difficulty to live in a shelter is getting more difficult because of the health and the sanitizing and everything. And with newborn kids, how do you feel about that?
well, I don't feel too safe because everybody's getting sick, but I have no choice.
You have no choice. So you're waiting for... The feed is getting dropped. I'm about to leave this place, people. I'm not exaggerating. The smell is horrible. The smell is horrible. We are about to leave this place. Immediately, I'm leaving this place. I cut the interview because the smell is disgusting. It's horrible. If you guys were here, my God, you guys would not even tolerate the smell. So, to resume what we were saying, migrants, political migrants from Russia, they come over here and they ask for the political asylum, but they come on a tourist visa. This is what I'm saying, people. This is specifically what I'm saying. A lot of people think that all of them, they're suffering. And they're not. A lot of them, they're not suffering. They came here on a vacation. They came here on a tourist visa. By that, you can understand that their suffering is not for a political asylum. It's just to cross illegally to the United States and to cross illegally to our country and to use our country as a trampoline to get to their purpose and to ultimately to cross to the United States. That is the number one reason. So by now you guys know more. You guys know that a lot of people that they're coming from Russia, they come with a tourist visa. They use the tourist visa to get 2 weeks of stay right here in our country of Mexico, and then they use it to cross the United States. I'm about to get out of here, people. The smell is really horrible. My you know, it's disgusting. So thank you so much for being with me. If you want to contribute to my work, you can go to my page and donate to my PayPal. God bless you guys if you help my work. Thank you so much. God bless you guys. Stay safe. And always remember, peace and love, everybody, because always your country's first.